Hi, my name is Ranjan Majumder. Today I am going to explain the font CSS and the pending CSS named background attachment. But you have to keep in mind, to develop a web page, you should understand the each and every property of CSS. At first I am going to explain font family property. Before I am opening my HTML folder. Using CMD I am opening command line interface. Here I am using code dot to open Visual Studio Code Editor. First I am using a div. The content is Sandakufu is the highest peak of West Bengal. Opening the web page, you can see the output. Sandakufu is the highest peak of West Bengal. Now I am going to use font family. Font family holds multiple font names as fallback system. Remember, there are two types of font. One, family name like Times, Georgia, Arial Black. These all are family names. Second, generic family like Serif, Sans Serif. So your font family should be end with a generic family font name. Font family should be separated by a comma. I have already imported, sorry, I have not imported here. Now at first I am imported, you can see this is style.css. At present it is blank now. I am importing style.css. At first I am using rel attribute. The value of rel attribute is rel style sheet, and I am using another attribute, that is href. You can see style.css and demo1.html both are in same repository or same folder. That is the reason I am directly using style.css here. So this is div. The element name is div. Here I am using div. Font family. Font family should be start with family name and must be end with generic family. A front-end developer uses Times New Roman. You can see there is a blank space. There are two blank spaces. In that case, Times New Roman should be enclosed within quotation. So, if a font name contains white spaces, it must be quoted. And if you use global attribute style or if you write inline CSS, then you should use single quote to declare a font. Suppose if a font developer use like this style, here I am using global attribute. Here you can see I have used double quotation here. So double quotation cannot be used again. In that case, you should use Times New Roman, comma, sorry, I did a mistake. That is as it is showing error. Font family colon within single quotation, because I have already used double quotation here, so double quotation cannot be used anywhere within the value declaration. Here I am using Times New Roman. You can see there are two blank spaces. That is the reason I am using font name within single quotation. Now at present I am not going to use style global attribute. I am using external CSS here. Few minutes before I said that font family should be end with a generic family. At first I am using family name Georgia, comma, and comma should be used as separator. GARAMOND At last I am using serif because serif is a generic family. Serif, sans serif, these are generic family. So generic family should be placed at the end of the font family. Now I am saving it. Refresh the web page. You can see the font family of this text has been changed. If your browser does not support first font, then your browser tries the next font. That is the reason a front-end developer uses multiple fonts in font family. Now I am explaining this using an example. Suppose your font is Georgia. If your browser does not support Georgia, then it will move to font. If your browser does not support the GARAMOND font, then it will move to next font. That is the reason a front-end developer uses multiple fonts in font family. Okay. The next property is font style. What is font style? Font style is basically used for italic or oblique text. Here I am using font style property. At first I am using italic here. Saving it and refresh the web page. You can see the text is italic now. I am erasing italic value. I am using oblique here and refresh it. You can see this is oblique now. Here I am using italic. Okay. The next property is font variant property. What is font variant property? A value of font variant property is small caps. In small caps, all lowercase letters are converted into uppercase and the font size is smaller than the original font size. Here I am using font variant colon small caps semicolon. I am saving it. Refreshing it, you can see. Okay. I am erasing font style property from here and now I am saving it and refresh it. You can see all lowercase letters has been converted into uppercase and it is looking monospace. In HTML I explained TT element where the width of all alphabets are same, and in small caps font size is smaller than the original font size. Now the next property is font weight. Here I am using bold because font weight accepts bold value. I am saving it and refresh it. You can see the font weight of this text has been changed. A front-end developer can use bolder value also. Bolder value. You can see the impact of bold and bolder are same. Here a front-end developer can use 500, 600, 700. I am using 500 here. You can see the font weight has been changed. So if a developer use font weight, it will not make the font bold but increase the size. If I use 800 here, save it and refresh it, you can see it is not making the font bold but it is increasing the width of an alphabet. That means it is increasing the size. The next element is font size. Font size. A developer can use 25px. If I save it, you can see the size has been increased. Alternatively, a developer can use smaller. If I save it and refresh it, you can see the font size has been changed. I can use larger, I can use X larger, XF larger. Here I am using XF large. Just show the impact or show the output. This is an output of XF large. So it is recommended to all the developers, do not use X large, XF large, smaller. If it is required, then you can use such type of value of font size property. But it is recommended to all of you use constant value like 45px. I am using smaller. Save it and refresh it. Now I am using another constant value 2em. That's when I am setting the font size of the text as 2em. In my previous tutorial I explained use em, do not use px. So it is my personal suggestion to all the developers or all of you, use em as much as possible. The next property is font size adjust. Font size adjust is basically adjust the font size of an element. Property enable you to adjust the X size to make fonts more legible. Before explaining font size adjust, I have to take two div. In my first section, I am using font size adjust works. Here I am using two div id a. Tonglu is a small hamlet in the way to Sanga Kofu. I am using another div with idb. Falut is a village which is 21 km far away. Okay, it's better I copy the entire section by which a student can understand the effect. I am copying it and paste here. Font size works, adjust font size adjust works. Here I am using, I did a mistake. You must know ID can be used once. ID cannot be used, same ID cannot be used multiple times. In that case, I should replace ID by class. So here I am replacing ID by class. I am saving it. I am commenting the entire div. Here I am using ID div1 and ID div2. Now I am using div.a. Later I will explain what is the meaning of div.a. For now, you just keep in mind that div is the basic element and class is the a, and div is the basic element and class is the b. That is the reason I have written div.a. Div.a is symbolizing this entire things. Only this element, this entire div. Here I am using Vardhana. Vardhana is a font. I am copying it and pasting here. Here I am writing Arial. To explain font size adjust, Here I have used two div with same content, and I have used two different font family. Without using different font family, you cannot understand the effect of font size adjust. Now the identification is div1 and div2. Here I am using has div1 comma has div2. Why do I use comma sign here? Because div1 and div2 both are representing different div. That is the reason I am using comma. Later I will explain in my upcoming video what is the usage of comma and what is the usage of dot. For now, you just keep in mind that different element or to different ID we have to use comma as separator. Here I am using font size adjust colon 0.68. I am saving it. Refresh the web page. You can see there is no impact. In output you can see there is no impact. You must remember font size adjust is not supported by Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Safari. That means any browser. Only Firefox supports font size adjust. Now I am opening it, opening the demo1.html using Firefox. Now you can see the effect. Look at the effect. Here, Tongli is a small hamlet in the way to Shandadufu. So without using different font family, you cannot understand the effect of font size adjust. Here I have used two different font family, and for different font family, you can see the effect here. So what is the function of font size adjust? Font size adjust, time to adjust the font of two different container. Here, this is the ID of this container is div2 and ID of this container is div1. Both the content are same. So font size adjust is time to adjust the content of a container. And in that case you can see font size adjust is not working or is not showing impact on these contents. So by looking at the output, you can see font size adjust is working here, is showing impact on this content, and in this case it is not showing any impact on this content. Now the next element is font stretch. By default, if a developer uses font stretch, it does not show any impact. To get the effect of the property, we need to use font family. Here I am commenting the entire section. And I am commenting this CSS section also. Now I am copying this portion and pasting here. Here I am erasing class B, saving it, and I am setting same font family for both div. Arial, and in first div you can see the class is A. So dot A, I am using font stretch property. I am using extra expanded as value of font stretch property. I am saving it. Before showing the output, I am using an HR. By default, the width of this HR is 100%. So I am not writing any width here. That's mean in line number 18. I am saving it and refresh it. You can see the output is looking same. Why? I think there is a mistake. Sorry. To get the effect of font stage, one div should be keep empty. That means one div will show the default value, and a fontaine developer set a font family for other div. Here I have used two div class A and simple div. In that case, I am in line number 19, second div. I am not going to use any font here. In line number 70, div class A, I am setting font family here. Font family area, I am copying, cutting from here and pasting here. I am deleting line number 19 to 21. That means I am not setting any font family for div. Now I am saving it and refresh it. You can see the effect. So here in second div, I am not using any font family here. To get the effect of font stretch, I am using font family only in first div. That means div class A. By this way, you can show the effect of font stretch. Here, a fontaine developer can use expanded, ultra expanded, extra expanded property value. If I save it, you can see the effect. The next property is background attachment. In my previous tutorial, I faced a problem at the time of explaining background attachment. Background attachment is a property where we can use two values, one fixed and two scroll. Here I am going to explain background attachment. I am deleting entire HTML code. I am also deleting entire CSS code and save it. Okay. Do one thing, I just copy one element from here. I use Ctrl Y. Now paste here. I paste it multiple times. Paste it multiple times. Now if I refresh it, you can show the output multiple times here. Now in style section, I am using div. I am using font family property Georgia. So first font is Georgia. If Georgia is not available in browser or browser does not support Georgia, then it will move to next font. If this font is not available in browser, then it will move to next font. And last one is serif. Serif is a generic family, so it will obviously show the impact. Now I am using another property, font size 16px. I think there is a mistake. The mistake is I have not used semicolon here. Now I am using background attachment colon fixed. At first I am using fixed. I am using another property, background image URL within double quotation, parenthesis double quotation, monalisa.jpg. I am using background repeat, no repeat. So what is the function of no repeat? No repeat will show the image, background image once. Saving it and refresh it. You can see the background image and you can also see a scroll here. If I scroll it down, you can see the background image is fixed. It is not moving with the content. So this is the end of this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, please press the like button. Any query or question, regarding this tutorial, please comment me. If you have not subscribed my channel till now, please subscribe my channel and share the video among your friends and colleagues. Thank you.